Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending on where you are watching from. Welcome back to 24/7 News Buzz, your number one reliable source for verified, real and unfiltered news across the Zoo Nation and beyond. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video and share it with your friends and family. Also make sure you watch till the end because this report contains very sensitive reactions, expert analysis and powerful questions that could shape the future of the Southeast. A fresh wave of tension has spread across the southeast of the Zoo Nation following a recent video interview granted by former Abia State Governor and current Senator Orji Uzor, in which he spoke openly about the conviction of Ipob leader Nnamdi. In that interview, Orji Uzor reportedly shared his personal views on Nnamdi's arrest, detention and eventual conviction. But what shocked many viewers was the tone of his comments, which many Ipob supporters interpreted as supportive of Kanu'S continued detention. Shortly after the video surfaced online, reactions began to pour in, and they were not calm.
Officers that were killed.
Oh, no, not because they were mentioned in the court. The court never mentioned 30,000 something Igbos that were killed. The court never mentioned about people that lost their business and run away from their villages. It's not something, I don't let me to go emotional here, because it's not something anybody can discuss. A lot of Igbos were killed, Sean. A lot of Igbos were killed. If you don't know it today. Let Igbos stop being emotional. I want us to settle down and go on our knees and find a way that the man can be released. It's part of my job to do it. And nobody should question the decision of Justice Omotosha, because Justice Omotosha's question is a judgment of the court. Once the court says, what we should start looking now, the kind of people are going to appellate court, and we are using the political sides to solve the problem. I've told you several times on this show that people, Nigeria hate themselves. The hatred in this country is so much. Nobody, we are not nationalistic for people to say, I love Nigeria. Nobody loves Nigeria. And unless we come back to the ethos and to the reorientation of loving Nigeria, it's going to be a very difficult period to live, Sean.
But some of you boast when you are campaigning that you can get the job done. You are the best.
We are doing the job. We are doing the job.
But your best seems not to be enough.
We are doing the job.
Nigerians don't feel secure, Senator.
People like you are sabotaging it.
How am I sabotaging it?
Because
you are the ones who boasted that you can get the job done. Now get the job done.
We are doing the job. We are doing the job.
Your party have told Nigerians that you can do better than the other political parties.
The sabotage you are after is the problem that we're having.
Senator, I don't understand what you're talking about. Why are you passing the buck, Senator? You are the politician. You campaign with your political party. Your party has the majority in the National Assembly.
Our job as a Senate, as National Assembly, is to make law and pass to the executive. And we have never failed in making those laws.
The majority political party in Nigeria who promise security of Nigeria, you don't want to accept tonight that your party has failed to Nigeria?
People like you who aid people to hire people to destabilize Nigeria, you don't know how to stop it.
Senator.
And you are blaming the senator that only...
I'm asking you.
No, I'm also asking you.
Your political party, APC, promised Nigerian security. Has your party provided that security to Nigeria? Would you accept failure of the political party today?
Can you remember where we are before we took over?
Do you know the statistics of insecurity?
No, do you know where we are? Were you living in Abuja before? The Catholic Church here in Massacre were being bombed. Everything were being bombed. Boko Haram took over all the Borno state. But it's just in few tiny places. These people are coming to hit and run away. We are getting to the end of it. Before, they took a whole village, a whole town. But now they are just doing a sniper job. They come, shoot, and run away. They cannot stay there any longer. Remember, this Boko Haram took almost all over Northeast, took almost all Northwest. But they are now being pushed away with all effort of the federal government of Nigeria and some of the state governors. So
Kebbi is under attack, Katsina is under attack, Sokoto is under attack.
These are hit and run.
Not these are hit and run. Benue, Nasarawa.
These are hit and run. These people are hitting and running away. Unlike before, they took over Borno State, entire Borno.
Are we incapable of securing this nation?
We are not incapable, but we are working with the sabotage, both internationally operated and locally operated, as so much.
I ask you, Senator, now that Nnamdi has been sentenced to life imprisonment, how do you assess the verdict of the court, legally, politically, and morally?
Well, Shaw, I want to use two theories, like I told you before in this show, that I wouldn't like to talk about those issues, but I want to use two theories that are profounded by two Nigerians just in the last 48 hours. One was Bianca Ojukwu, Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu. Secondly, what that theory of mascot Uzor, who happens to be my younger brother, their theories are perfect. It's not time for noise making. It's not time for fighting. It's a time for reflecting, sober reflection, as if I may say that. If I want to take you to memory lane, mind you, we advise, few of us, James Ibori, few of us advise President Yaradua, Saraki, and President Yaradua agreed to go to amnesty in Niger Delta. Let me tell you, when we focus solely on Nnamdi Kanu, we have to solve this problem holistically, because there are over 30,000 Igbos that were killed. People that have their shop had no shops. People lost their businesses. I used to sell my products in manufactured products, I own manufactured products in Abia, in Aba. I know what the numbers were, and people are just talking about soldiers killed and all the rest of them. There are many people that lost their jobs. There are many people that lost their shops. There are over 30-something thousand Igbos that were killed in this process, and nobody talks about them. The problem of Nnamdi Kanu is what we need to solve. Political process. Not so longer like Bianca Ojukwu and mascot Uzor profounded, I saw in the news, that they should stop the noise, they should focus on the settlement with the federal government. Let me tell you, I have been working with the federal government of Nigeria on how to solve this issue. And nobody should question the decision of Justice Omotosha, because Justice Omotosha's question is a judgment of the court. Once the court says, what we should start looking now, the Nnamdi Kanu people are going to appellate court, and we are using the political sides to solve the problem, because this is the area I know. I'll be contacting the Attorney General to advise the President, to advise people who are concerned on how we solve this problem. If you want, I can take you to memory lane. If I want to take you to memory lane, when I wanted to join the APC in 2016, may he so rest in peace, President Buhari, with his Minister of Justice and with the Director of SSS, they found a way and supported, because I told them I won't join the party if Nnamdi Kanu is not released on bail to face trial. If I cannot tell you, if you say you ask people to keep people, you must face trial. But I wanted him to be in his house, and even they were to release him to my house. I told them no. Where I live is sensitive. Release him to Omaya. We walked. Alhaji Lawan Daura is alive. And my names. Malami is alive. They all helped to make sure that he was released on bail. I can't go further. I know the pressure. May he so rest in peace. I know the pressure I personally put on President Buhari before he was released in April 2017. If people, other Igbos died, nobody's even talking about Igbos that were killed. Nobody's talking about people that own shops that are no longer working. I have my mother's friend that has a rice shop. The woman who owe my mother about 4.2 million naira. They ransacked the whole shops and the woman went bankrupt. And nobody talks about it.
Or the police officers that were killed.
Oh, no, not because they were mentioned in the court. The court never mentioned 30,000 something Igbos that were killed. The court never mentioned about people that lost their business and run away from their villages. It's not something, I don't let me to go emotional here, because it's not something anybody can discuss. A lot of Igbos were killed, Chong. A lot of Igbos were killed. If you don't know it today, let Igbos stop being emotional. I want us to settle down and go on our knees and find a way that a man can be released. It's part of my job to do it.
Is it possible that Nnamdi Kanu can take responsibility of the course of action or whatever happened?
Well, I don't know. I'm not him. I know my discussion. I promised President Buhari. I know my discussion with me and Nnamdi Kanu. I was the first that saw him in 2016. I was the first that saw him when he came from Kenya. I know my discussion with him. The DSS are there. They had my discussion with him. Remember, I own the Sun newspaper. On 4 occasions, President Buhari wanted to prescribe Sun newspaper, that the only newspaper that are supporting Nnamdi Kanu. And the other is not owned by Igbos. But I told the journalists that work in Sun newspaper that Sun is a public trust. Write what you see. Because the federal government then wanted Sun to stop putting Nnamdi Kanu on the front page of the paper. I'm not for against anybody. I'm for through free press. for anybody. The press must be free. Without Louis Audio is your colleague. When he left as the Sun editor for 5 years, he wrote at the back of the Nation, when he went to be editor of one of the title of the Nation newspaper, that Orji is the best publisher I have seen. I never asked him to subtract. If you ask Femi Adesina, he will tell you the same thing. If you ask Eric Osage, Tony Oyeba, all the people, may his own recipes, they will tell you. I have never interfered on the newspaper.
Give me a moment.
The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, responded with strong anger. In several online statements and videos, Ipob members and supporters claim that Uzor is one of the people behind the detention and conviction of Nnamdi Kanu. It is important to clearly state that these are allegations and accusations made by Ipob supporters, not confirmed by any courts or legal authorities. Ipob supporters believe that powerful politicians from the southeast may have played behind-the-scenes roles in influencing Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. This belief has fueled serious anger. Since the interview went viral, tension has grown across parts of the southeast, including Abia State, Anambra State, Imo State, Enugu State, and Ebonyi State. Many youths have taken to social media to express their frustrations. Some messages online include, "Our leaders have betrayed us. They are working against our freedom fighter. We can't trust our politicians anymore." Although there have been no confirmed large-scale violent incidents, fear and emotional tension remain very high. Shops in some areas reportedly closed earlier than usual the day after the interview circulated online. This situation has shown how powerful words can be, especially in a region already dealing with pain and insecurity. Whether Uzor's comments were misunderstood or not, the reaction shows that the wounds surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case are still very fresh. And that is the end of this report. But my people, before we go, we want to hear from you. Do you think Uzor's comments were misunderstood? Do you believe politicians are secretly influencing Nnamdi Kanu's case? How should leaders in the Southeast handle such sensitive topics? Do you think this tension will calm down soon? Let's discuss respectfully in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to 24/7 News Boss, like this video and share it with others so they can stay informed. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you never miss our breaking stories. Thank you for watching 24/7 News Boss. See you in our next report.